What's going on, everyone? Today on the video we are going to talk Geonosis territory battles, Republic offensive, and specifically the ship combat missions and not the special missions, because we're going to talk about rebels and how the rebel fleet does on these battles. So first off, as a caveat, my guild didn't really start doing Republic Offensive when it first rolled out, so we were a little bit behind the 8 ball to begin with, just because we weren't strong enough to really get meaningful rewards. We're obviously doing it a lot more lately, but still, it doesn't come around, very frequently, and you only get 4 cracks at it. So it's hard for me to test my Relic 7 Rebel fleet out. It's hard to try different lineups. As the lineup you're facing it's random, I suppose. I think. Let me know in the comments if there's actually any logic to it, but it's just random whether or not you're getting bounty hunters or geos. So it's hard to get a definitive answer on what will work every time in regards to a rebel fleet. So I do have some footage from the last few Republic offensives that have gone on. I thought I'd share it, but there's still more testing to be done. But I'll share my initial thoughts. Can you use rebels to, pretty consistently beat this? Get some territory points to help your guild, and kind of how to do that and what lineup you need. So without further ado, let's get into phase number 1. This is actually the phase I've probably struggled with the most, and I don't know if it's just bad RNG. I don't know if it's, I'm doing misplays or I'm not using the optimal lineup, but I was getting discouraged kind of early on, getting my butt kicked. I figured with Relic 7 Rebel fleet, I should be able to roll right through these combat missions, but it wasn't the case. So that got me frustrated. I've been trying some different lineups. So I'm using not my standard fleet arena lineup. So I decided to try the, Hans Millennium Falcon with the double tank. So I went in with Biggs and I went in with Y-Wing. So the reason, the logic behind why I wanted to try this was because you start off in the defensive formation. So you're going to have a double taunt right off the bat. And I thought maybe, that double taunt would maybe soak up, some of that damage, whether, maybe they don't go all in on one, they pass it back and forth between the taunts. And with the Y-Wing in there, as long as, the Millennium Falcon and Y-Wing and Big start getting some attacks in, if the Y-Wing's called to assist, you're going to get that protection regeneration back. And then you can call in, as you can see, I'm going to call him Bistan as that, that damage dealer and turn meter generator to start churning through these teams. So as you can see, that strategy worked pretty well in this situation. Again, we got matched up with the bounty hunter fleet this time. So strategy wise, you're going to get stuck behind Houndtooth's taunt here. So you might as well just try to plow through him as fast as you can. With the high tenacity, obviously it's kind of hard to land debuffs on him from time to time. But if you can survive until you can get Bistan called in as your reinforcement, then you're looking pretty good. If you get 4 rebel ships on the field, or even, well, obviously 5's better, but in with all decent help, and then you get all those attacks out of turn going, you get that protection regeneration going, you kind of start kind of a train that's not going to lose. The one strategy I've been doing is I always flip over to the offensive formation whenever I can. I think that works well with rebels, I find they're more of an offensive fleet. But I haven't, again, there's so many limited opportunities. I haven't tried just sticking with the defense formation and re-upping there. So again, more testing to do, but as of right now, this composition worked for me. I was able to churn through them fairly easy. Again, I'm maxed out Relic 7. Can you do this with a lower Relic number or even Gear 12 or under? I don't know. Y-Wing you just gotta get to 7 stars, so that should be pretty easy for most. And again, that gives you the protection regeneration. Bistan's going to be under stealth a lot of the time, so as long as you got a strong Falcon, you can probably do it under geared. And once you blow through Hound's Tooth, it's kind of easy sailing. So let's move on to phase 2 here. So let's take a look at 2 battles here. I got a win and a loss to show you. So let's start with the loss. It's going to use the same formation I just showed you where I won. I thought maybe I was onto something with the double tank and was going to roll that out. So phase 2 got matched up with Geos, and they targeted Y-Wing off the bat, and they hit hard. So they hit my Y-Wing hard. He's down pretty low. I'm not sure if I misplayed Ackbar here. I don't know if I should have healed Y-Wing up. I opted for the mass ability just because I thought if it lands at least a couple crits, because there's going to be calling for assists and everything, that Y-Wing would regenerate protection. It looks like no critical hits happened. Y-Wing got no extra protection, and it got wiped out pretty easy. Then once I got down to 2 ships, the Geos brought in their 4th, and they really went to town and wiped out Biggs pretty fast, and then it was pretty much game over after that. So now let's take a look at the rematch. I get Geos again. It is phase 2, and this time I'm taking a Y-Wing and putting in Bistan, and we'll see the difference that was able to make in this particular battle. So I can't help but wonder if it was just bad RNG the first time, because they barely scratched Biggs in this video. It's like I guess they didn't get as many bonus attacks or whatnot, so Biggs barely got scratched. He survived, and then with Bistan on the field, Bistan's able to, again, he's feeding turn meter when there's target locks. He's hitting hard when he's stealth attacking out a turn. So you're really able to churn through this lineup, and it's just kind of a flip of the original thing. Then I call Y-Wing as the reinforcement. Then I get the shield disruption buff dispel. I get the protection regeneration. So works a lot better. And then again, the goal is to get to that offensive formation with at least 3 ships, because once you have those 3 ships, you get all that turn meter back, and then you can you're going to take out at least 1 or 2 ships once everyone takes another round of turns, so you can really hammer home on them. So again, that's pretty easy battle to take care of those Geos. Now let's look at phase 3. We're going to be matched up against bounty hunters. We're going in with the double tank again, and I think for this one, against bounty hunters, I don't think it really matters if you have Y-Wing or Bistan in there as you're starting. I think either is fine. Same thing. You just got to churn through that Hound's Tooth, and then you're off to the races. It's like with all these battles, once you get to that offensive formation and you got equal or more ships, then you really, with the rebels, you really start to pound on them, and you start picking them off really fast to the point where they can't really recover. So that's what I have so far for Geonosis light side territory battles. Like I said, again, even though I got Relic 7, I feel like it's still not it's not 100% win, as you can see from the one loss I took and the frustrations I've had early on. But I will continue to do some more testing and see if there's different lineups that could potentially work better. I'm intrigued about using maybe the Phantom to get another reinforcement in quicker. I used to use Phantom a lot earlier in the days, but it's kind of fallen out of favor with all my other ships being Relic and the Phantom being lower gear. But really, the Phantom, that reinforcement ability is one of the best in the game. So if you're able to get an extra ship in a lot quicker, and then if you hit that offensive formation, theoretically you could churn through these ships really fast. So again, that's what I have. Let me know if this helps. Let me know if you have any questions. Also, let me know if you're running Rebels in Republic Offensive, and which fleet arrangement, which ships are you using, and what are you having success rate? And let me know, have you found 100% success rate, even 90 with a particular formation? Let me know, because I'd love to try it when it comes around next time and put it to the test. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Please hit that subscribe button if you're not, and we'll catch you all in the next one. Have a good night.